This story with Jesus begins with my cancer diagnosis last July. I was diagnosed with stage 3 lymphomic breast cancer. I was totally devastated. I was hurt. I was fearful. I didn't know what to do. I know there's no cure for cancer. I knew the doctors could not determine the outcome of this situation. And I felt hopeless, empty, incomplete. My daughters needed me. I didn't know what to do in this situation. My 3 daughters, they're 21, 18, and 13. That was my biggest fear, not being there for them, not being able to take care of them the way that I have been used to. And I really questioned why I was going through this, because I am a single mother. I've been raising them on my own since the age of 17. And I really asked the Lord, haven't I already been through enough? I went to my father to tell him about my diagnosis. I wanted him to hug me, cry with me. I wanted him to love on me like a father would a daughter. And he didn't do that. He actually went into his bedroom. He got a book and he handed it to me. And the name of the book was called The Importance of Confession. And at that moment, I knew that it was imperative to my survival that I say only what God said about my situation and nothing less. My father handed me this book. He told me to read it, and he told me when I was done reading it to read it again and to read it again. I began to feel the spiritual transition in my life occur. I realized that there was a greater healing taking place, that there was a spiritual healing, an emotional healing, a healing of my heart and soul taking place at that moment. Relationships that I thought would never be mended, that I would never recover from, have all been restored through this transition. I shared with my pastor my diagnosis. I was embarrassed. I didn't know what people would think of me. We attended a service, and during the service, he called me up, and the entire congregation stretched out their hands in prayer for me. They uplifted me. I felt all of my burdens lifted. I felt the joy of the Lord restoring me, holding me, carrying me. I had a peace that I could not explain. And at that moment, everything changed. December 31st, 2015, I received a report that I was 100% cancer-free. I still needed to go through a surgery in order to complete the treatment process. And 2 weeks after the surgery, I was hit with a severe infection. It was the most devastating part of this whole transition. It was the most suffering that I have felt during this entire process. And it really almost made me question for a moment if my healing was real. And then the Lord spoke to me and let me know that this was only a distraction, something to deter me from the miracle that He had already performed in my life. And so then again, I spoke the word of God over the situation, and I have confidence in Him. I don't take anything for granted, and that all I need to do is trust in Him and give Him my heart, and He will do the rest. I'm fearless, I'm courageous, I'm 100% cancer-free. I am resurrection.